I'm Alex Janet, key point. So beware anywhere these guys are, if they go to a prison, make sure they're in a federal pen on paper. And make sure they're in a cell that can block incoming or outgoing communications or even intercept and receive them. Key point. But be wary for conspired frames. Because what they'll do is try to create a data nightmare, make shit up, orchestrate a frame because they know they're being watched or eavesdropped upon. So that's one of their hustles too, is while they're being held hostage or while they're being held in a prison, a federal pen, whatever, what they do is they have someone maybe feeding them information from the outside. And so then what they do to try to orchestrate frames, create data nightmares, is the person will feed them information from the outside, construct a narrative or a story or something, or they may even have planned stories or planned lies if they do get caught and they're in prison, to try to orchestrate frames that way to manipulate eavesdroppers, just like their staging hustles with manufactured accounts, or staging hustles where they know they're being observed, so they just start saying bullshit, or run their skits where they have two people with a planned skit, and then they know they're being observed, and they're like, holy shit, Tom Hanks shot Tom Cruise. I didn't even know that. And they're trying to frame Tom Hanks kind of jazz. So be wary for that. So make sure these guys are in a real prison, in the federal pen, on paper. Make sure you have devices either block incoming or outgoing communications or intercept them. Maybe you should just block them all together so they don't create a data nightmare. Or find a way to identify conspired frames versus authentic communications. I'm not sure how you would do that, but they're always trying to frame me, so that's key. But it may be best to just block all incoming and outgoing communications and keep communications with these criminals and terrorists between you and them, and talk to them in person, and then neutralize their devices. Because an eavesdropping could become a data nightmare, and they would definitely, I already know how these people operate, they do staging hustles, try to orchestrate frames, start trying to make shit up and create a data nightmare, and that's some of their tactics and how they confuse people as well. So that's a key point. But this is key.